Good morning. Pope Benedict XVI has spent his first night in Australia at a retreat in Sydney's northwest ahead of a busy schedule for World Youth Day.
The 81-year-old will spend the next few days resting up for what's been dubbed Super Thursday, when he'll take to the streets of Sydney and tour the harbour.
After a brief fuelling stop in Darwin, the Pope's flight arrived at the heavily secured Richard Air Force Base in Sydney's northwest. 20 hours in the air, the Pontiff's longest international journey. On the tarmac, the official greeting party included the Prime Minister and Cardinal Pell. Showing no signs of jet lag, the Pope was warm in his greetings. A few words with the Prime Minister, selected cardinals and bishops. Unlike world leaders, the Pope's party is relatively small. His closest aides, just 27 people in his travelling Vatican.
He was absolutely charming, and he was saying how happy he was to be here. And yet when we saw him emerge from the plane, he was almost dancing down the steps, very sprightly. And for 81, I think that's a sign of how excited he is to be here with us.
During the flight, the Pope spoke to the media on board his plane, making it clear he would be prepared to offer a strong apology for sexual abuse in the Australian Catholic Church.
It is essential for the Church to reconcile, to prevent, to help, and also to see guilty in these problems. There are things who are always bad, and pedophilia is always bad.
An apology to balance the spiritual celebration of the 9 days ahead of him in Sydney. But first, rest. This 81-year-old will spend the next 3 days at a religious retreat on Sydney's outskirts before joining World Youth Day celebrations on Thursday.
Well, thousands are already here, but the last of the 215,000 registered pilgrims are expected to arrive in Sydney today. Official World Youth Day events begin tomorrow, with the number of Catholic pilgrims in Sydney expected to swell to 500,000 for the final Mass on Sunday.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it all. The final Mass with the Pope will be marvellous.
An extra 4,000 train services and 34,000 bus journeys have been added to transport timetables to ferry the visitors in and around the city.